Hey guys, Ghost here with another video, this time talking about negativity in gaming. So, if you guys didn't know, and also before I get into it, yes, I've been gone, yes, I know. But yeah. So before I get into it, we're gonna basically, I'm gonna say some stuff. If you guys want to subscribe and leave a like today, you can if you would like. It helps a lot, helps my content get out there to everyone. And yeah, if you guys want to share this as well, it helps a lot. But without further ado, let's get into the negativity in gaming. So recently, of course, I have noticed some things in the gaming community. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and stuff like that about gaming stuff and such like that. But yeah, and I've been doing it most of my life actually. It's kind of weird. Feel old with the fact that Halo 3 is going offline too. But yeah, so you guys haven't noticed on YouTube channels for example, I like this channel I'm about to mention. Please do not go to him with any hate or anything, or any of these channels I'm about to mention. But for example, the One Boom. He's a great guy. He's really good content maker. He's really good at editing and stuff like that. But him and a few others, such as I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's a few other ones that just make negative content about gaming, and I'm kind of tired of it, to be honest, because it makes the whole community seem way worse than it is. It's like the vocal minority, you know. It's kind of sad that most of the community of gaming is just negative. And with games like Halo Infinite, Battlefield 5, Guardians of the Galaxy, they're Halo Infinite's is the best out of the group, I would say, from my opinion. But Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a great game, and I've not seen really anything really negative because I try to avoid that because I love that game. But things with Battlefield 5 and the new Battlefield 2042, more especially Battlefield 2042, but there's been a lot of negative press around that, and it's not really good. It's not fun for people who enjoy the game because they get to see their game be, disliked and all that stuff, which I mean everyone has the right to their opinion, but it's just, in my opinion, there's a point when you need to understand how people like the game, and it's a fun game. The job of video games is just to, entertain you. It's not meant to be like a masterpiece. I think back to DS games back in the day when I was playing DS games. I played so many DS demakes. It was the funniest thing ever. Playing, let me think of one, Transformers game where it was almost GTA. But it was Transformers on a DS, or Ghostbusters on a DS too. Those games were beyond bad, but they were fun. And I feel like there's just a thing where every game is fun at heart, in some extent. There's some that's really bad, even Big Rigs, I would say, is fun to an extent. But yeah, just because something is not as it's supposed to be, does not mean that it's required to be that way. I think of it this way, if I buy a product in real life, if I buy a product like a computer, and it's not got the right horsepower or whatever to it, then I'm gonna be mad. If I buy a game and it's for example not working right, or if I buy a Windows computer, Windows, and the Windows isn't working right on it, I'm not going to. I won't be fine with it, but I'll be mad, but I'll understand that stuff is coming later. And I feel like people just don't understand that stuff. Some updates can kind of help, and updates are a good thing to have. Especially now, because all developers of games, they get rushed. Trust me, they live very stressful. I mean, they don't live very stressful, but to me, I was gonna be a game developer back in high school. I wanted to be that. But I chose against it because of all the stress that comes along with, making games. You think about it. Most of the time you have a team of about 50 people for each studio. Call of Duty is 50,000, but whatever. But I think of other games like Battlefield that have about 500 people, but most of the people are doing art and stuff for that game. They're not necessarily coding the game. And of course, some corporations, they do require their employees to use their software, and that software isn't always the best. I mean, I work at a retail store, and like our software is not the best, and they require you to use that all the time, and it's not adequate sometimes. And that's one of the things that I just want to let people know about is, yes, the game is broken. Yes, it's not in a good state. Yes, there's so many issues. Which, of course, it's not acceptable. But if you think about, like, how much, so I'm gonna go back to the stressful thing. People were stressed out even before the national crisis or whatever that's happening. I'm not gonna get into that, but if you think about it, people were stressed out before then. Think how they are now, trying to work from home, coding all these things, trying to send them through their email, through the servers of Microsoft, or the servers for Google, or something like that, trying to get everything in order for the game to run. I think of it that way, so I'm really understanding with that. And I feel like that's just a take that's not very much, seen from very much. And it's sad because all these developers get like doxed or DDoSed or whatever, or something like that. And they're just trying to meet ends meet, they're trying to basically make the game that they want to make. Like, I have heard this so many times from like in interviews some people. I think it was Shigeru Miyamoto. It's not the Rush game, whatever, but it's basically this. Like with any, I don't know if it was Shigeru Miyamoto, but whatever. But it was basically like, no game is meant to be bad. No game has the intention of being bad. All the developers have, goals and stuff that they want to meet, and they want to make a great game. So like Duke Nukem. That, like, I'm pretty sure that 50% of that development team, if not all, wanted to make a great game. But the company that's above them, the big corporation companies, are basically like, we need to get this out now, okay? And that's the thing that really this kind of makes me not want to, like, I want to support developers. I just don't want to support some of the people that don't understand, because this goes back to where I work now. So I work at a retail store, and we have district managers like every other retail store. And sometimes whenever you're basically, doing stuff, people that are higher up in the company, or any company, don't understand how things work. They know how to run businesses, not how to do the actual work for the business. And this goes with any job. So basically you have this, like, this, how would I put it? You have this lower, everyone below that's just doing their job, doing great jobs at it, usually, like, usually. And then you have the higher people that's just like, alright, we need to get this, and this done, without thinking about people below, and thinking about how like, reasonable it is. Because, of course, anything's gonna be reasonable on a piece of paper. I mean, I can write down, like, this is reasonable on a piece of paper, and it's reasonable. But actually meeting the people and seeing, like, their struggles and everything like that, it really, like, it's really just, I don't know how to explain it. It's really just kind of sad sometimes that some of these companies are making, like, it's not sad they're making money, it's just sad that, like, people higher up just don't understand how hard it is on the people below. And of course, like, if you're rich, you don't have to worry about anything, to be honest. You can just do whatever you want. Most of the time, people just, do that and all good. But that's just what I wanted to mention in this video. It was kind of a rant. I'm gonna make more videos soon, guys. Just hang in there for me. But yeah, and hope you guys have a great day. As I said in the video, if you wanted to subscribe or like or anything, go ahead and do that. It's all up to you guys.